Pisces, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 27th of June 2022. I'm going to jump straight in and seek a card for the Chakra Insight Oracle, and there it is right there. And you have got honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity and communication. All right, my darling Pisces, just get that out of the glare of the light there. Honesty, right. And I have also been drawn this week to pull a card or two from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck. And my darlings, you have Yamanya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. All right, well, that's a nice message for you, Pisces. Sorry about the light. There we go. Let's see if I can... All right, you'll have to take my word for that's the words on it. Important doors are opening right now for you. Walk through them. All right, and I am also being guided this week to draw a card or two, whatever the guides determine, from the traditional Rider-Waite deck as well, and then we'll get into the main part of the reading. Thank you, guys. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. All right, are you looking to expand your horizons? All right, let's see what else comes out for you. So as I said, the main part of the reading, I'll be using the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann, and I'll be doing the layout called Out of the Box. So it does indicate certain cards in different aspects or different positions, but we'll look at an overall theme of what's going on for us as well. So as always, I've called in my guardians, guides, angels and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. I do invite you to do the same if you are so guided. It may help you to connect in with this reading, but you obviously and absolutely do not need to. You will still be divinely protected and connected throughout. But Pisces, are you feeling a little bit shy today? Not wanting to maybe give me some messages? Not wanting part of your voice to be heard? Have you got something you want to say but you're not feeling like you can? Okay. So the first card out is the Four of Wands. This is sitting in the position of your week as a whole. So it could end up being quite a good week. We've got the Page of Wands in the next position. We have the King of Wands out after that. I might just come back a little bit just so that light's not right on top of it. King of Wands. We have the Lovers, Pisces. Beautiful. So some lovely energy so far. Thank you, guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors. Can we have some more cards from my beautiful Pisces friends? You do have the Seven of Swords come out. So there could be some kind of betrayal or sneaky behaviour. We'll have a look at it in terms of the rest of the cards and its position in the layout as well. Thank you, guides. The next card out you have is the Nine of Wands. There she is there, our beautiful warrioress. Tapping into that sense of knowing who she is, maybe standing up for something she believes in, maybe a bit of a wounded warrior type energy there, maybe some sort of final push that's required. There is the Seven of Pentacles is out next. Where are we? There we go. Has to be a little bit on the angle there so we don't get the glare of the light. And we have the Three of Pentacles has come out in terms of your career position. We did bend that card a little bit. Three of Pentacles. So that completes the outside of our box. And I'll just draw on another card or two, whatever we are led to provide here. from the universe, or it's also a way of us to think outside of the box. If there's any challenges that do come out, thank you, we got that card. Any challenges that do come out, it's a way of us tapping into ways to think outside of the box, okay? Was there another card? Guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors for my beautiful Pisces. I feel like there's another card that wants to come out. Is there another card, guides? Okay, no, they're asking me to go back to the Rider-Waite, so maybe some sort of confirmation. There is the Three of Swords that has come out, which, you know, I don't really want to leave it with that, so maybe that's why this additional card has come out. Or two cards, as this has now demonstrated. All right, so we've got the Two of Swords has come out. So Three of Swords, Two of Swords, and Seven of Swords. So there's definitely, there's potentially a bit of sharpness, obviously with all of those swords. Some, you know, you do have the Two of Swords twice. I'll say that straight out. So there is a strong sense that there may be this week some type of betrayal, some type of sneaky behavior, somebody trying to pull one over you, someone trying to maybe do the wrong thing by you, or it may even be you trying to do the wrong thing by somebody else. The Three of Swords here as well does tell me that, you know, this, if there has been a betrayal or there is betrayal this week, it may lead to a sense of heartbreak, loss, grief, like quite a deep sense of that sort of heart pain feelings, if you will. You do also have the Two of Swords, and up here, I'm going to put that up next to the Two of Wands. So there's definitely this idea also of you being at a crossroad, of you not knowing which way to go, not knowing which way to turn. The Two of Wands, obviously, to me, is more of there's more of an answer with the Two of Wands than there is with the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, you know, she's got her arms crossed, she's blindfolded, she really feels like she can't see the way forward. Whereas the Two of Wands, he knows that he's standing above his kingdom, and he knows that he's got the world in his hands, and it's almost like he knows that he's got to take that step and expand his horizons. So, but in any case, there is a little bit of this hesitation. So you may be unsure of whether you want to take the next step. The advice I would give here with this Two of Swords is, can you uncross those arms and open your heart space out? Can you take that blindfold off and look around? And you will, once you look around, you'll see that you have the world in your hands. You'll see that you've got the potential to step out into a whole new place. So there are opportunities that are there for you, but you are just a little bit unsure of whether to take them or how to take them. You might actually still be sort of tied up in this sense of loss or grief. Something may have happened which makes you fear taking that step, okay? And it may even be some sort of betrayal that has happened in the past that led to this heartbreak that maybe makes you fearful of taking that next step and choosing which path to go down. As we said, we do have your Munya there, the golden opportunity, important doors are opening for you right now, walk through them. So again, you know, you are being invited to step into this new opening up, and it's, you know, obviously it's got to come down to you, but it does look like you'll be supported, obviously, in that path. And it's important to remember that whatever has happened, even this heartbreak, even this betrayal, if it is, these things happen to us for a reason, and they put us in a position where, you know, we may not have expected to be, but it's happened to us for a reason. It's happened to us so that we may expand ourselves, so we may become better versions of ourselves, so we may even ascend and, you know, find new things and have new growth. You know, the Seven of Pentacles here is about harvesting and pruning and new growth. So there's definitely this idea of potentially sitting with some pain, but realizing that the world is going to open up to you shortly. These doors are going to open, and it's been set up for you for this reason, even if it does feel painful right now, okay? So the week of the whole is that Four of Wands. And look, it does say that the Four of Wands is about a celebration. It can be some sort of commitment or a ceremony, some sort of, it could be like an engagement, a party. But the other thing too is that the Four of Wands does also indicate that you've set up this solid foundation. You've got a solid base, and it's, being the wands, it's also like you've got this solid base of passion. And what I want to highlight here is you've got that Four of Wands, you've got that solid passion moving straight up to the Page of Wands, okay? So you're escalating very quickly up to a space where you've got the skills, and now you've just got to choose which of those passions, which of those creative ideas, which of those things that inspire you, which one of those you're going to select and move forward with. And then very quickly you ascend and escalate to the King of Wands, where you are you're proficient at whatever it is here that you are, that you are passionate about. You're in this position of capability and, control and confidence and bravery and courage and, all of those strong words that we associate with the King of Wands. So I do see that whatever it is that is happening this week for you, you've got that solid base, and it sets up this opportunity, golden opportunity, if you will, to move forward into this opening up of a whole new world, okay? So that's how I'm reading the Four of Wands in this reading, not necessarily about a wedding or a celebration or a party or something like that. It's more about having that foundation of some really good passions and things that inspire you that you can work with and move forward with. So the Page of Wands is sitting in the position of something that may be unexpected or a surprise this week. So it could be that there may be a new inspiration or a bunch of new inspirations that drop into you this week that come as a surprise. I less see it related to its position in the layout. I see it more in terms of that ascension that I spoke about just before, the fact that you're going to be ascending from the Four up to the Page up to the King. Okay, so less so about the element of surprise, and more about that demonstrating to you that there's this potential, because the wands obviously are very active, very quick. So it's this potential for whatever is happening, these passions, these inspirations, this ascension is going to happen very quickly. So that's the way that I'm reading that, I guess, layout of those three cards there. The King of Wands is sitting in the position of how we can say grounded and focused this week. So I would say, like, again, if you have a look at this lion, all right, so we know that the lion is the king of the jungle. He's extremely ferocious. He can be, obviously a force to be reckoned with. But in this illustration here, it's almost like he knows his strength, he knows his power, he knows how strong he is, but he doesn't have to overexert or overdo that power to have control. So he can maintain this position of authority, maintain this position of confidence and I guess status as well, without having to ram it down people's throats. So it might be an idea in terms of things to stay grounded and focused this week. It might be that you can draw on somebody that has those qualities to inspire you, or it might be that you can start to look inside yourself for those qualities and really focus on becoming that kind of a caricature, if you will. Because we know that you're by nature very gentle. So sometimes we have to almost, you may have obviously other aspects in your chart, but, if you're maybe lacking in some of those stronger elements, then it might be that it's almost like faking it till you make it. Do you know what I mean? So it's about almost like being an actor and stepping in to imagine yourself with this, with this sense of power and confidence and authority, if that makes sense. The Lover's card has come out in the position of your emotions. So, you may be feeling quite loved up this week, which is a little bit in contrast to the Three of Swords there. So if it is in relation to a romantic relationship, it could be that this Three of Swords is related to some other kind of grief, or alternatively, that could be a job loss or a loss of a house, loss of, relationships in general, loss of family, could be any kind of grief, because that Lovers does really indicate, very much a strong soulmate connection that may be in your life, that you're able to draw on that as a resource, draw on that strength. Alternatively, if it is a relationship-based, betrayal or heartbreak, then this could be like a soulmate connection that comes to you in terms of friendships or soul tribe. And I will just point out here, you've got the Three of Swords sitting opposite it, and this is sitting in the position of your career. So it may well be that if you are looking at a new career opportunity, it might be with soul tribe. It might be with people that that really understand you on that intimate level, and you sort of understand each other, finish each other's sentences, and you can understand each other with a look or with a gesture. And you may well be thinking of going into business or a new business opportunity with one or two of these of your soul tribe. And the Three of Pentacles, particularly in relation to career, it invites you to consider each individual in terms of what they can bring to the table. So each of these pussycats are extremely individual, and they all have their own qualities, and they all bring a different strength to bring in and combine. And it's almost like, well, I guess it's the power of three, like it amps up what you can achieve when you're bringing in those other energies. All right. Obviously, do your due diligence. Make sure that if it is a new business venture, that you're doing all making sure everything's above board, if that makes sense. Okay. The Seven of Swords, this is in the position of your inspirations this week. So again, doesn't particularly fit with the rest of the layout. I think it seems to be more of a corroboration of the Seven of Swords here from the message from the universe relating to the Three of Swords, I believe. The other way we can interpret this is that in terms of inspiration, we could also look at this in terms of tactics, okay, and particularly next to the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So it may well be that you are invited to look at how you can navigate through a situation by using tactical skills. So is there a way that you can, and I don't want you to be sneaky or underhanded, but is there a way that you can navigate? So the swords are all about wit and intellect, and using that wit and intellect, for your own growth and your own benefit, I guess. And with that, as I said, next to that Nine of Wands, it could be that this is a bit of a wounded warrior. There could have been some sort of fight that you're at towards the end of, and so it may well be that whatever this tactical approach is, may be in relation to that final push, okay, that I'm nearly there, this has been a tough slog, but if I just approach it this way or this way or this way, then that will help me get through it a little bit easier, because the Nine of Wands is it's a difficult energy. It is very much a wounded warrior type energy, but it is, you can see how strong she is there. She's standing in her power. She knows who she is, and she will fight for it. Okay, so if you can maybe bring some tactic into it, it may, I guess, dial down maybe some of the exhaustion around that, having to fight so much, if that makes sense. And the Seven of Pentacles, this is in the position of your relationships this week. So it might be that some relationships require a little bit of cutting out. So again, we've got that sword, energy quite strongly there. So you might be cutting out some relationships that no longer serve you. And you might be considering, what do I pull up? What weeds do I pull up, in fact, and what do I then want to plant and then grow anew? Okay. So I do feel like that could be a bit of a culling of relationships around you, okay? It might be that you now are stepping into a place where you don't resonate with certain people anymore, okay? We have already talked about the Three of Pentacles, so that is in the position of your career. I do think that is potentially about a new venture that you are potentially moving forward with some soul tribe or soul family, some like-minded folk on, okay? Right, I think that's pretty much covered it, Pisces. Look, not a bad energy. I think the biggest thing for you here is this possible heartbreak, betrayal energy, and also this undecidedness. But I do want to stress this Yamanya card, where you are being presented this golden opportunity. So please, as I said earlier, please accept that opportunity. Take that brave, call on that energy of the King of Wands, take that brave step and walk through that door that's open to you. And again, this honesty card, truth, transparency, sincerity, communication, you may need to stand for who you are. You may need to speak your truth in some matter this week. So be that Nine of Wands, stand in your power, speak honestly, speak clearly, speak your truth, be that King of Wands, all right? Pisces, all right, my darlings, thank you for being here. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next week. And if you've enjoyed the reading, please do like, share and subscribe. And I think I said it at the beginning, but if I didn't, please be mindful of scammers. I'll never contact you directly for readings or money or credit card details, any of that. So do be careful of that. And have a fabulous week, my friends. Okay, bye-bye.